What's up, everybody? We're going to get started here in just a second. What's up? What's up? We just started the stream. We're going to get rolling in a second. You know the deal, though. As soon as we get to 100 likes, we get rolling. We're going to dive into some good stuff as usual. We're going to start with Bitcoin and Ethereum and then look at other coins you guys want to look at. But you know the deal. As soon as we get to 100 likes, we start going. I see some flying in already. Of course, I start every stream with this chart sitting right here. There we go. We hit a hondo. So let's start right here by looking at this. This is the Bitcoin chart, obviously. Well, not obviously, but this is the lifetime chart of Bitcoin. 13 years of Bitcoin has done nothing but go up, right? So when's a good time to buy Bitcoin? Literally, it's been any time, except for right here, where we hit the all-time high recently and went low because we're down. If you bought it at any other point in history, you're up. So odds are, no matter when you buy it, it's probably going to go up. So let's go to Bitcoin on a more today level. Let's see what we're finding. What are we finding? Bitcoin. Let's see what we got here. It got rejected right off of the 200-day simple moving average back here on the 28th, like right off of it too. Wow, huh? And now we're coming down here into this Fibonacci golden pocket, bouncing around. The price is a little bit below it right now, it looks like, or maybe it's right in it. It's probably about right at the bottom of it, so that's interesting. Looking at Lever Atlas down here, what do we think? Looks like momentum swinging down, but we may print a dot and come back up. We're still above this trend line. Interesting, very interesting. So I think the market is deciding what it wants to do with Bitcoin at the moment, if it wants to pump it or if it wants to go down some and then start going back up. But the market right now said, to me, is still looking like it's taking a cooler from this big pump we've had over the past, 2 weeks, going from 37 to 48. So that's quite a pump. Hey, Maddie says, hey man, loving the lives. Awesome, awesome. We'll look at XRP in a second. When you pay with money in exchange for Bitcoin, where does your money actually go? I'm not sure what you mean, Jackie, when you pay with money in exchange for Bitcoin. You mean like when you buy Bitcoin or when you sell Bitcoin? Anyways, let's go to Ethereum. We're going to look at that first, these two first as usual, and then we will start looking at some coins y'all want to look at. To me, I did take a short on Ethereum last night at about 35.05 and then another one at 35.10, so that's working out pretty well. This little pump that happened right here freaked me out a little bit. Not freaked me out because if it's going up, that's good, whatever. If I get stopped out on a short and it goes up, all good, because that's still very, very good for me. And the overall crypto market, which is of course good for me and good for all of us. So we came right down here, it looks like, to this trend line. That's where we're at right now currently. What are we thinking? Here's the 200-day moving average, this yellow line right here. Looks like it's about right here at about 34.83. And we are currently below that. We did go all the way down to what, about, I guess we're at almost about that right now. We did go down to low 34s today. So I think nothing to freak out about to me. But yeah, what happens when you buy something with Bitcoin like a McDonald's? Well, Bitcoin is more meant to be held, not really used to be like actual digital money. I mean, it can be, but it's like, would you use gold to go buy things at McDonald's? Probably not. Like Bitcoin really is digital gold. Think of it more like that than a digital cash. Hey, let's look at, and then XRP. Let's go to XRP. Let's take a look at the old XRP, baby. 141 people on here. Hey, we're only at 200 likes. Go ahead and smash that like button. We're going to dive into a lot of good stuff here. Let's see if we can send that sucker over 1,000. Send that sucker over 1,000. Start flying in the likes. So here we are looking at XRP. It got rejected off the 200-day moving average up here around 90 cents. It's come down here to the bottom of the golden pocket and then hit this fib line right here too. Right now it's a little under 82 cents. So it's a little under this. So I think it's kind of using this as resistance at the moment. So XRP is interesting. XRP is interesting. I think a lot of the market so far, when we look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, there are only three we've looked at, but there are three major ones, Bitcoin and Ethereum obviously being the most major ones. they seem to be showing signs of sideways. They just look sideways to me, you know, and it's important. Like, look at the charts, guys. Remember, price goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Like, so just because you see a down day or a green day, just never get too freaked out. Think of it in a much longer term, because again, as I started the stream, this is the life of Bitcoin, the digital gold, the store of value. This is the life. And you know what? You know how many people sold back here at the bottom? You know how many people sold back here at the bottom? You know how many people sold back here at the bottom? This is the lifetime chart. This is the trend. 13 years. Do you think that's going to stop? No. I mean, I just put out a TikTok piece today about how Goldman Sachs is really starting to educate their own investor base on blockchain. It's crazy. Like, go to their site. Just Google Goldman Sachs crypto, and it'll take you to their site. And the amount of work that they're putting into educating investors about blockchain, yeah, not going anywhere, but more and more adoption. How do I feel about XLM? Let's take a look at XLM. I don't really like XLM much, me personally, because I feel like it's a weaker version of XRP without near the adoption. That's how I feel about XLM. Could I be wrong? Of course, but that's how I feel about it. We do have, yeah, this looks like a lot of sideways action going on in the markets to me today. ApeCoin, sure, let's take a look. Actually, that's a really interesting one to take a look at, because I'm still waiting on a really good entry price. Not, you know, it's only been out, what, a couple weeks now? When did it come out? 17th of March? Boy, they did that good. That was right when the whole market started going back up, literally 2 days after. Where are we at right now? So we're breaking down. Now we're at the top of this golden pocket right here, $11. Like I said, I bought a little ApeCoin back here around $8, but I really want to see it come down to like $5. $5 is my buy point, and if it doesn't ever go down there, oh well. But that's my buy spot for ApeCoin. I think ApeCoin is going to keep correcting down, right? It was all the way up here on March 28th at $15. It's come down. What is that? 25, 30%, something like that. So that's what I think about that. That's what I think about ApeCoin. After I saw someone put Solana in. If you guys were on the stream last week, when Solana was around $100, I was saying I think it's still really undervalued compared to the rest of the market, especially since it's been up to $256. Samuel, thanks for the follow. Let's see here. What do we think about Solana? Solana's coming down to the top of this Fibonacci line right here, this Fibonacci box at but $126, bounced right off of it. You know, you follow that over, you can see it bounce right off. So I think, you know, it had a little correction, but it also did pump more than most of the market, like say Bitcoin and Ethereum. It did pump to a higher percentage growth, right? All the way back here, it went from 77 up to, it doubled. Solana basically doubled in price in like a little over 2 weeks. So it makes sense to have a bit of a cool off. Yeah, I don't necessarily know if I see it going below 120 though. It could go all the way down to like probably like 110 and still be on the overall uptrend. Yeah, let's take a look at AVAX. Diva, thanks for the follow. West Wave, thanks for the follow. Let's see here. Broke that trend line, AVAX did, but again, it pumped a lot, right? It went from $66 to 103. It went up quite a bit. Now it's coming down. It seems to be, we have seemingly a pretty good support zone here at the top of this Fibonacci golden pocket, right? It bounced off support there, bounced off support there, bounced off support there. Good reason to believe we'll bounce off support there, but it is hitting this resistance up here of this fib line at around $100. So I think somewhere between 89 and $100, AVAX is probably going to trade between until Bitcoin and Ethereum decide what they want to do. But overall, I think that we are pretty bullish because I still really think the ETH merge is going to happen. And if you're unfamiliar with what that is, put a King Louis. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the share, Westwave. If you, put a 1 in the chat if you're not familiar with the Ethereum merge and what it really is, or if you are familiar with it and you'd just like me to kind of explain it. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to explain the Ethereum merge. Because it, to me, not just to me, like kind of objectively, is one of the biggest things to happen in crypto, top two biggest things to happen in crypto since I've been in it. The only thing comparable is when Bitcoin's hard fork happened, the segregated witness, SegWit, which was back in 2017, where Bitcoin hard forked into Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. But to me, I would say this is an even bigger deal. I saw how many ones come in. I didn't see a whole lot of ones. I saw some ones come in. So the Ethereum merge is really the merging of the beacon chain and the regular Ethereum mainnet chain, and they're going to move from proof of work to proof of stake. So here's the big takeaway. Ethereum currently produces about 13,000 new Ethereum a day, right, coming into the supply. And you guys are familiar with supply and demand, right? Higher the demand, lower the supply, the higher the price. So there's about, and we can agree that demand for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and crypto in general, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, maybe Ethereum number one, they've been going up forever, right? Like, again, let me show you the Bitcoin chart, lifetime Bitcoin chart. And Ethereum chart looks even more up and to the right than this over its lifetime. So we're going to go from 13,000 a day, new Ethereum coming into the market, to 1,300. Guess what that's going to do? That's going to create a massive supply shock overnight. See these blue lines right here? Now, if you've been on streams with me before, you probably know what these are. These lines represent the dates of the Bitcoin halvening. What's the Bitcoin halvening? That's when the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined per day gets cut in half. Again, creating that supply shock. Here's where it happened. Look what happened to price. Wham. Here's where the amount of Bitcoin that can be mined per day gets cut in half again. Wham. And back here, wham. This is when it gets cut in half. 50%. What's going to happen when Ethereum gets cut down by 90%? That's the triple halvening you all hear about. Gets cut down by 90% overnight. What do you think is going to happen to price of Ethereum? It's probably going to look, it's going to look more straight up than this. It's going to look something like this, in my opinion, because of that massive supply and demand shock. And to me, Ethereum is the most important thing to accumulate, even more than Bitcoin. A lot of follows came in. Let me throw out some thank yous. NOE, Big Skip, Banda McDavid, Custom Connect, O4age, Rich Osai. Thanks for the follows. So that's why it's such a big deal, and everything keeps pointing to June. And I've been saying that since October, that I just, because of what the charts, you can think of it as astrology. I don't know, but the charts just really kind of project out future events. If they've been going on long enough, you can just kind of see where things are going to happen in the far future, which is crazy. Not that it said, hey, ETH merge, it just showed me that some big bullish event was probably going to happen. And I thought, okay, well, if that were true, what would it be? And I thought about it for quite a while, and it just hit me, the merge, ETH 2.0. Like, that would send the crypto market into a new stratosphere, right? And that's why I would say if that happens, I think Bitcoin goes over 100K by the end of the year. I think Ethereum might go to 20K by the end of the year. We may even say a moment of flippening where the market cap of Ethereum crosses Bitcoin. Okay, let's get back to some charts. See JASP in there. Everyone's been asking about JASP like crazy for 2 weeks. It's starting to get some sideways. Broke the trend here. It broke this trend. We still have this trend line, but it did break this trend line. What's the 200-day? Where's the 200-day on this one? I don't know. Guess they're not showing it for this one. But boy, JASP pumped so hard, right? It went from a penny to 5 cents, went up like, what's that, 5x? So now it's kind of trading sideways, sitting here around 3 cents. Boy, that's quite a discrepancy there, 3 cents to 5 cents. Ugh. I don't know, man. JASP's one I'm staying away from currently. It pumped way too hard, and if JASP is something I want to get in on, I'm gonna wait for a much better price point. But I don't know enough about JASP to really put that in my Rolodex of things I do. Take DJ Star, Kitty Talk. Thanks for the follows. Luna, let's definitely look at Luna. Someone put ETH Classic. I don't want to look at ETH Classic because I take a strong stand that ETH Classic is total garbage because it's the original Ethereum, and Ethereum forked off of Ethereum, what we call Ethereum Classic now, and the Ethereum that we use now is that fork. So ETH Classic is like just an outdated, unused coin. And yes, the things that you see that tell you to buy it, they're, in my opinion, manipulating you. Like you see Grayscale buys it. That's because Grayscale I think it's because they can manipulate it. That's why I think they get involved with it. Or they really don't know what they're doing. And I really don't think that's the case. Luna, look at Luna just keep this up. What did it hit here? $118 basically. Wow. And by the way, if you're commenting down here and I don't respond, it's just because I'm looking out here on the chart, so I'm not looking at this screen, at the phone screen all the time, not even close. We did just print a green dot down here on Lever Atlas, and it hit this fib line, so Luna looks like it's got a good case for support here around $109. That's what it looks like to me, and now the price bounced up right off of it to about 114. To me, Luna looks, I think Luna, I would say Luna is beholden to what Bitcoin and Ethereum do, but because of the whole UST and stablecoin economy of Luna, and plus the big announcement they did with partnering up with Frax and creating that forward pool on Curve, Luna's just got so many good things going for it. Just does. It just really does. I think Luna, wow, it's just got so many good things going for it. But with that said, if you bought Luna at like, $30 like I did, like maybe consider taking some profit. Not selling the whole thing, but maybe take some profit. I did. Because you never know what's going to happen. You can't go broke taking a profit. Crown Line, thanks for the follow. Let's take a look at Quant. I saw someone ask for Quant. Quant broke this, what do we think here? It's down here. It's definitely broke this 382 fib line. Quant, how hard did Quant pump? 108 to 150, so it went up about 50%. Makes sense to have a little bit bigger correction than, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum. Maybe this 130, 129, 130 price holds here. Maybe this is the strong support. Right now it's at, 133, 134. Broke that trend line, that's for sure. Definitely broke that trend line. And this was the trend line to not break. So, and it got rejected right off of it. So Quant doesn't look amazing to me. We just got done looking at ApeCoin. I think ApeCoin's going to go lower. A lot of follows coming in. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Seriously. Neil Rod, Grace, Jeff, Crazy Me. Thanks for the follows. Yeah, let's look at Dot for sure. Dot, I think, is one that's still very undervalued. That and Cosmos. Because of what they do. It's just so obvious to me that they have a future because of what they do, and what they do is so necessary. Let's see here. Trading pretty sideways. We'll say between $21 and $23, something like that. Dot's kind of in here. Had some nice bearish divergences going on here. Very interesting. This is actually pretty bullish right here. This is what's called a hidden bullish divergence. This is bullish, not bearish, excuse me, bullish. This is what's called a hidden bullish divergence. What that means, this is important stuff to know. See how we have this price low right here and this higher price low? When you see this, these are momentum waves. When this whole indicator is Lever Atlas. I saw some people ask what this is. It's Lever Atlas. You can click the link in my bio here. I'll take you over to this page, and you can get a free trial of Lever Atlas. But I suggest you take this masterclass free before you do that. But anyways, so we have this low, and we have this higher low that's going on. We haven't printed a green dot, right? This could drop down lower. I don't know. But when you see that, right, well, if this is correlating to momentum waves, and here's this one, if this one goes all deeper like this, but it hasn't gone down lower, like not even close, that means there's a lot of like sell pressure coming in, trying to pull it down, but the bulls are strong, and they're not letting it happen. So to me, this actually looks pretty bullish here for DOT. This is Polkadot is what coin this is. E. Hicks, Najib, Mr. Sean, thanks for the follows. LCX. Let's take a look. What is LCX? What is that? What is that one? Someone remind me. What is LCX? Why hike in a she? Why not? Jordan, thanks for the follow. What do we think here? LCX looks like it's trading pretty sideways. Momentum looks kind of sideways too. Adderley, thanks for the follow. TT Crypto keeps putting Filecoin in there. Let's take a look. Filecoin, a very not sexy one to look at, but I do think it can have quite a future just because of what it does is useful and probably necessary. Another one that's really growing on me is Arweave, very much growing on me in terms of data storage. Looking kind of sideways. Looks like we're getting kind of a, thing where it's like big and it just kind of waves down smaller and smaller. How would I say, like this type of thing? Let me draw another one. So I think by the time we get out here, it's got to make a decision because it's probably going to keep doing this type of thing, and it's probably going to make a decision to go up or down. I would say, I can't, boy, this is just a straight up wedge. I don't know. You never know which way it's going to go. It's probably going to follow Bitcoin and Ethereum, frankly. Boy, it pumped quite a bit, $19 to $28 in like 2 days. Wow, pretty good pump for Filecoin. VRA, sure, let's take a look at VRA. We already looked at XRP. VRA, Veracity. Oh, buddy. I was going to buy some Veracity. Veracity is the gaming one, right? Veracity like gaming. Strongs, MacG's, thanks for the follows. What do we think here? What do we think? Let's draw a trend line real quick. We'll just draw this one just to keep shit real. Probably draw it there. Why not? They don't have to be exactly perfect. Because what is exactly perfect? Interesting, because if you guys follow me for any amount of time, I'm very big on gaming crypto. Global and Tunis, thanks for the follows. And by the way, if I'm not responding to your comments, it's just because I'm looking out here at my computer screen and I'm not looking constantly at my phone screen. So we still got this trend line going, but you can still come down to this one. Maybe we draw, let's get this a little bigger. I want to draw this on Veracity actually. This is one I'm really thinking about buying. It's such a value right now. 200-day EMA is way up here too, so it can really come up some before it hits that 200-day EMA or SMA, excuse me. Boy, it was up at 87 cents, dropped all the way down to, oh my God, a penny. Wow. Let's draw a fib. Let's go from here to here. Oh, look at that. It came almost perfectly to it also. Let's draw another one. Now let's zoom back in. 2 hour. Get a little bigger. Yeah, buddy. Hey, where's everybody from, by the way? Go ahead and tell me in the chat where y'all tuning in from. So it looks like it's getting rejected pretty nicely off this 786 right here. Almost perfectly. Almost perfectly. Can you see that? Hey, we got someone tuning in from the moon. That's awesome. Boston, Arizona. I'm in Seattle myself. Netherlands. All right. Louisville. My mom used to live in Kentucky. Bowling Green. Finland. Orlando, Sacramento. Love me some Disney World. Utah, Sacramento, UK. Vancouver, Wah. Heck yeah, man. I'm in Seattle. Canada. Texas. Cyprus. Hell yeah, I got a buddy that lives over there. Beautiful. Devon, UK. Louisiana, baby. Amsterdam, Ecuador. Awesome. Seattle also. Awesome. Maryland, New Jersey. Algeria. Algeria? Dang. UK, Sheffield, UK. Yeah, we'll take a look at Phantom for sure. Belgium, Afghanistan, Austria. Afghanistan, New Zealand, Japan. People are here from all over. You guys are awesome. Serbia, Afghanistan. Dang, this is one thing about crypto is it just like, Indiana, more Afghanistan, Cyprus, Germany. I see some flags. Apologies, but I don't necessarily know what flags go where. Serbia, Iran. Bro, where can I learn what you know? Click the link in my TikTok bio right here. Just go to my TikTok bio and you'll see that link right there. It'll take you over to this page. This is my cryptos resources page. I have a whole free masterclass to teach you how to get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free even when the price goes down. Definitely check that out. Here's my DeFi secret guide to how I make a pretty good amount of money off DeFi, including getting like 50% on stables. I do charge for that one, but I mean, it's pennies. If you're in the States, definitely use Voyager. Yeah, just check out this page. Got to have a ledger to be safe. Yeah, check out this resources page. It's pretty fantastic. Got to join the Discord. We're doing some really good stuff. I'm really going to start ramping up the Discord. Definitely check that out. Check out the YouTube channel. Join my free text message list. I'm going to be charging for this soon. Dropping some pretty good alpha in there. They're in the Discord and on my Twitter, which is also Daily Crypto Bull. A lot of good stuff there. These buttons up here will take you. Like there's the Twitter button, YouTube, Insta, but Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok are definitely where I'm mostly at. All right, let's go back to the charts. Let's see. On Block, thanks for the follow. End of year price for Ethereum. You know, if the merge actually happens and stuff like that, it's not crazy to me to see a 20K Ethereum. Mexifornia. Okay, what we're gonna look at? Phantom. Yes, definitely look at Phantom. Big fan of Phantom. Phantom fan for sure. It's where a lot of my DeFi is actually in. I think it has probably the best DeFi ecosystem. And again, in my guide, there's some of those in here. Plus, it helps support the channel, support your boy. With that being said, this is worth a crap load more than $9.99. Like, are you kidding me? Like today, for my DeFi investments, I'm making hundreds of dollars from my money just sitting there in these DeFi protocols a day. Phantom. How's Phantom look right now? Phantom is looking... Oh yeah, Gala. I want to look at Gala too. Good call. Royal DVD Biz. Oh, Engine. I like to look at Engine too. All right, let's dive into Phantom here a little bit. Phantom looking... I'd say this actually looks... Yeah, this looks kind of bullish actually, because I mean, I know it's coming down, but this dip is so big here, this momentum wave on Lever Atlas. What do we do? Let's draw a trend line. Let's go here. It's a pretty decent trend line. We'll see what happens here. This is going to matter. I think that's going to matter, what happens here. But overall, Phantom, period, like, you know Phantom's not even on Coinbase? Are you kidding me? I can't, but it's just absurd. It's the most absurd thing that Phantom is not on Coinbase. Unbelievable. Just crazy. Phantom. Not on Coinbase. It's crazy. By the way, we're streaming live on YouTube too. So Phantom, I think we hit the trend line here. We'll see what happens. Where's the 200-day? We got a lot of space up here too to hit this 200-day simple moving average. So I think Phantom's got a pretty good path up to like $2, straight up. Straight up. What else were we going to look at? Gala. Did break that trend. Went up to 29 cents. Broke that trend, and then we got this one, which I didn't draw out far enough. Let's draw it further. Okay, I've come down and hit that one pretty nicely, hitting these other points. So this is probably the last trend line before it's officially off trend, but Gala I'm very, very long term on. Like I think Gala has a massive... I mean, look how many people play Gala games. Millions of people around the world play Gala games, and they just deliver. So Gala, I am so bullish on Gala, period. I don't even care. Angs of Fulgence, thanks for the follow. What was the other one that someone mentioned that I wanted to look at? Gala Engine, which is another gaming one. kind of doing the same thing. Broke down here, broke that trend to here, but still completely fine by me. But boy, that looks bullish to me, because this momentum wave is so deep. It's so deep for not a very big move. It actually looks bullish to me. I think it's just some short-term selling, which kind of lets me know maybe what the market's thinking. Period. So I can kind of relate it back to Bitcoin and Ethereum maybe. Let's take a look at Cardano. But Engine, I'm long-term bullish on, no doubt about it. Because again, my thesis is that blockchain gaming is it's like a newborn, and it's just going to grow to a massive offensive lineman football player. What do we think here? Cardano's holding pretty strong. Looks like it's using this fib line here. Looks like it's turned into resistance to me, but it's riding that line. Actually, I would lean on the side that it's resistance instead of support, but not by much, like 55.45. Did just print a red dot here up on Lever Atlas. K Hoedica, thanks for the follow. So I don't know. Still, this trend still would probably be okay. I think a lot of the market's deciding what it wants to do today, but overall the momentum looks kind of up to me on Cardano. Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at AMP. Yeah, we just did Gala. Oh, hey, Joanne, thanks for the rose. Let's see, Joanne has certainly come further into my world, into resources and stuff like that. I hope you're having a good experience, Joanne. We're still definitely on trend here for AMP. Let's take a look. Let's do this. Boy, AMP is interesting, because it's really kind of up and down, but overall the trend is certainly up. Right, still on trend. Goodness, making higher highs. Now, it's hard to bet against AMP right here. What did we go from? We went from 24 cents to 29 cents. So it's about a 30% gain, maybe. About a 20% gain. But I don't know. That's kind of interesting, AMP. It's hard for me to bet against it right here, unless Bitcoin just kind of takes a dump. Let's look at waves. Oh my. Wow. I mean, I was telling you guys waves is due for a correction, but dang, that really arced. Holy mother. Speaking of mother, mine's calling me on the other line. Look at that. I don't want to try to catch a falling knife, so I don't know where this is going. Waves is pumped so hard. It's so high above the 200-day simple moving average too, this yellow line right here. Let's crunch this up a bit, because waves went from $8 to like $60 in a month. So it makes sense to me that we have a correction. I wouldn't try to get on this right now, that's for sure. RN Carlo, thanks for the follow. Fernando, thanks for the follow. Where to put 10K? Yeah, man, if it were me, I'd just put it in Ethereum. If you're newer, because if you're asking me where to put 10K, you're probably newer. And to me, long-term hold is Ethereum for sure. And I think Ethereum's got a lot of upsides. I think the merge is going to happen, but not financial advice, just my opinions. D-Cell, let's take a look at D-Cell. I think D-Cell is very interesting. I was going to get in on some D-Cell, but then it pumped a ton. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to let it chill out. What do you guys think of Elon Musk owning 9% of Twitter today? Did you guys see that? SJ Hi, thanks for the follow. How do I like my MacBook Pro for trading? I mean, I like it, but I pretty much do all my trading from my phone, from my iPhone. So easy to do. I saw someone ask what this is. This is TradingView that I'm looking on at all this at. If you click the link in my TikTok bio over here, it'll take you to this page. If you scroll down a bit, here's TradingView right here. And by the way, if you're in the States and you're not getting interest on your crypto, check out Voyager. It's way better than Coinbase. Plus, you'll get interest on your crypto. You get like 9% on USDC coin. This is where most of my crypto is that I'm just holding. I have it over here. getting 9% interest on my stablecoin, getting 4% on my Bitcoin and Ethereum, 12% on my Polkadot, quite a bit on Cardano too. I don't know. This is just crazy to me. Like, it's not no staking, no locking it up. Like, definitely check out Voyager for sure. DeSo's ones I got to stay away from for a little bit because that's just like too much. That's just it. I gotta wait. I want it, but I gotta wait. Gotta be patient. Bybit doesn't work where I live. You're in DC. It does. You just need to use a VPN. Just need a VPN for Bybit. I use one. I just say I'm in Germany. Do you know how to arbitrage trade? Yeah, Voyager is very safe. Voyager is a publicly traded company. As a matter of fact, your crypto that's on there is even insured up to a certain amount. It's either like 100,000 or 250,000, something like that. No, Voyager is very safe. It's what I use mostly for like my centralized exchange stuff. No, I don't really know what you mean by arbitrage trade. I do leverage trading. If you want to learn how to do that, click the link in my bio and I'll take you to this page. Take this masterclass. It's free currently. I'm going to be charging for it soon. Get free Bitcoin and Ethereum for free even when the price goes down. Yeah, that seems like something you want to learn how to do. Arweave. Let's look at Arweave. Arweave is one that is definitely coming up more and more like something I want to get with. I think it's actually kind of undervalued right now, as most crypto is if you look at it a long enough time horizon. Dan, we got 258 people on here. You guys are awesome. Smash that like button, by the way. See if we can get up to 10,000 likes. I bet you guys can do it in like less than a minute. And hit that share button too if you want. That'd be really great. More people in here would be even better. Jeff Hono says 250K insurance. He must be talking about Voyager. Yeah, that's what I think it is too. I was just saying 100 to be conservative. I knew it was at least 100, but I thought it was 250,000 also. Nate Dogg, thanks for the follow. Crypto Buddha, thanks for the follow. We got likes just flying in. You guys are awesome. Do I do anything with DeFi? I do, Groggy. Reimagine Refi. Yeah, man, Refi. I've been holding Refi since its first week of existence back in December. I love that. But I have a whole DeFi guide. If you click the link in my TikTok bio, because I've used hundreds of DeFi protocols, and my top 5 I put together in this guide with total walkthroughs. Definitely get it. I mean, $10. Come on, support your boy. You're gonna make $10 in your first day from this. With that being said, if you don't like it, email me and I'll refund you. I mean, that's not it. It's just for this type of thing, like if I give it to you free, you probably won't use it. But if you pay for it, you'll pay a lot more attention and actually use it. It's just the way we are as humans. But Arweave, I think, is overall undervalued. Looks like this actually looks bullish to me. We're seeing a lot of hidden bullish divergences going on, which if you're unfamiliar, it's where we have this low and this higher low, but yet our momentum waves are making lower lows on the waves. So all this pressure is trying to bring it down, but the bulls are so strong, they're holding it up. So to me, that's pretty bullish, actually. This looks like a pretty clear hidden. Arweave looks more bullish than bearish to me at the moment, that's for sure. Jeff says yes, for it must be the Voyager thing. Thanks a lot, by the way, Jeff. Where do we click to learn? Just click the link in my TikTok bio. So just click on my name here on the live screen, and then click on, something will pop up. Just click on my image, that bull hitting the Bitcoin. Click on my name and then click on the bull hitting the Bitcoin thing. That's how you get to my bio. Sand or mana? Sand all the way. Sand all the way. Like, sand, yeah. I mean, it's just not even close. I can't believe, I was looking at it yesterday and Decentraland has a bigger market cap than Sand, and I'm like, how is that possible? It doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. Not that I'm going ape on Sand. I bought a lot of Sand when it was well under $1. I don't really plan on buying any more anytime soon because I have quite a bag that I got pretty cheap. But I have a lot of mana too. I was buying that cheap as hell. So I'm telling you, like, Sand is just, they're doing so much more. Wind Dog, thanks for the follow. You have mana but no Sand. Yeah. If anyone's interested in free mentorship, LMK, don't really don't come shilling in here, okay? Romer, Holy Crystals, thanks for the follows. What are the technical indicators you mostly use? What I mostly use, let's go to ETH as a good example, because ETH is definitely the thing I trade the most. I mean, look at all my things. I got trend lines, I got Fibonacci lines, I got a 200-day simple moving average, but the most important thing I use is this down here. Are you guys familiar with Market Cipher? This isn't Market Cipher, but it's like it. It's my own thing that I made for myself called Lever Atlas. But you can get it. I have a free trial running on it. Click the link in my TikTok bio, here. And here's a free trial. And you get my whole trading course with it too, which is 9 to 12 hours content teaching you all about trading and how I do it, which I normally charge at least $1,000 for. So if you want to try this out, definitely do. But the way Lever Atlas works, it helps us gauge momentum. Like for instance, say right here, see these lines that it draws? These are where divergences happen. So they're basically changes in momentum, right? So here we go, price is going up, right? And these waves and these dots here correlate with this stuff. Momentum's going down. And what happened? Went down. Where's another example? Right here, right? Here's one. Didn't draw a line, but I can see it right here. And what happened? Follow the line up, price shoots up. Here's one, line drawn, goes to right here, price went down. Oh, then it went down a little bit. Doesn't matter. It went down. And you can make quite a profit off just little moves if you know what you're doing. Take that masterclass. Market Cipher Thief, says Sira. Yeah, sure. Now this is totally programmed differently than Market Cipher. It's similar. And yeah, anyways, I don't appreciate your comment and that stuff. So yeah. Anyways. What else we got? Prospero, thanks for the follow. What are the coins we want to look at? We already looked at Sol, but I see a lot of people still asking for it. We'll look at it one more time. Sol had quite a damn pump, right? It went from $79 to $142, $143. That's quite a pump. That's a good over 50%. And now we're seeing a bit of a correction, but it actually looks pretty bullish to me. Why? Because of what I was telling you before. You see how huge this momentum wave is down here for just this little down move? This looks to me like there's a lot of pressure trying to bring it down, but the bulls are so strong that they're holding it up. And so this looks pretty bullish to me still. I still think Solana is a pretty good deal. Francis, thanks for the follow. Ethereum in 5 years, please. I don't have a crystal ball, but if Ethereum isn't well over $10,000 in 5 years, I would be, to say I'm shocked would be a massive understatement. You're welcome, Deg. Yeah, let's take a look at Silica. What is Silica? Is it, yeah, here it is, okay. Silica is interesting, right? They label themselves as metaverse as a service. God, it really took off here. 4 cents to 22 cents. I would not be buying this right now. Not at all. Went flying past this 200-day simple moving average. I wouldn't be looking to touch this until it comes back down below its 200-day moving average. Got way too hyped up. JS Boyd, thanks for the follow. Oh yeah, MATIC. Let's take a look at MATIC. That's a good one. Probably have some lines drawn here already. Yeah, it's just trading in this zone. Very interesting. Let's draw a new trend line. From here to here? Yeah. Maybe this one too. By the way, I really recommend you guys go check out the Discord. Click the link in the TikTok bio, take you to this page. Definitely go check out the Discord. I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff in there. I've been neglecting it because I keep forgetting I even have one. But I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff there now. So get in there. I'll be in there a decent amount. And check out all these. Definitely join my text message list. This is where you can get some serious alpha. It's free to join it currently. I'm definitely going to be charging for that soon. When we get to a certain number of people in there, I'm going to cut off the free thing. Yeah, check out these other resources, definitely. MATIC, let's take a look. Got rejected right off of that 200-day simple moving average, right? You can see it, that's what that yellow line is. Got rejected right off of it. Came down here to pretty much this golden pocket. Got rejected right off of that, bounced up pretty hard. So, and which also coincided with the trend line. But here we are at this new trend line I just drew. But nonetheless, it could come down some more. MATIC could, but MATIC is one I'm certainly long-term bullish on. Although it's looking that same thing. I'm seeing a lot of hidden bullish divergence, right? Where we have this low and a higher low, but yet this momentum wave is much lower than all the other ones. That's usually a strong indicator of bullishness. We already looked at Luna. By Mary, thanks for the follow. Happy Adam, thanks for the follow. I'm jumping on everything. Says Diva. Billionaire, thanks for the follow. Tilray, I have never heard of Tilray. I wonder what that is. It's on FTX though. Got rejected pretty nicely off the 200-day simple moving average. That's what this yellow line is. And it seems to be trending down. This one looks bearish to me, for sure. Because we have this big old, again, this is a hidden bearish divergence. We have this big wave up here, right? Price going down, we make this big upwards wave, but price is way down here. That looks pretty bearish to me. HBAR, let's take a look at HBAR. By the way, we'll be going live at noon Pacific Standard Time every day this week, Monday through Friday anyways. Whew. HBAR, you came down. Maybe HBAR is a good buy right now. Definitely broke the trend line. Came down here to the top of the 0.5 fib line. I think it could even come down here. But you know what? It's doing that same thing where we're getting this humongous momentum wave with this price action. So to me, maybe this is about the bottom. I think that everything is pull, like bears are trying to pull the market down, but bulls are fighting back pretty hard. And yeah, everything's looking kind of bullish to me as we go through more and more of these charts. I'm gonna have to go back to Bitcoin and Ethereum and take a bit of a closer look. Looking at what I've looked at. And that's why it's important we go through these charts all the time, is because it gives us a feel for the entire market. Although the altcoin market pumped pretty hard, and I think it looks like it's going to kind of pump a bit more. VChain looks like it's riding the 382 Fibonacci line, which is about 7.8 cents, riding it pretty hard for support and resistance. At the moment, it's using it as resistance, and it's trending down. But this is kind of a descending triangle probably, and those more often than not bust up, and we're still well above this trend line. But VChain is something I'm pretty long on. Oh, and we're getting a regular divergence printing here, right? We have this low and a lower low, and then this wave and then a higher wave. It's a regular bearish divergence. So VChain is looking pretty good to me. Am I working? Thanks for the mics. How far back does your technical indicator look historically? I mean, very far. I don't. It depends on what the chart has. You know, like say Bitcoin here, like it goes back for Bitcoin. It goes back to 2012. Even though Bitcoin back here, you know, here's this Bitcoin chart starts July 2010. Even though Bitcoin started in 2009, but it was zero, and then it finally got to a penny. You know what I mean? Like there's a penny. But it goes back a long ways. Goes back a long ways. UFO, yeah, I'm loving the gaming ones coming in, guys. Very, very, very. I'm not a gamer. I want to make that very clear. I'm not a gamer. I'm an investor, and it just seems. But I like games. I just never play them because they're a tremendous waste of time, and they literally don't make you money. So I don't do them. I don't do stuff like that really. But with blockchain gaming, I'm excited because I will actually play some games because I can actually earn. I don't want to play it to earn. I want it to be a fun game. But I like the economics within it where you can actually earn. Like Big Time is a game that's coming up I'm very excited about. Mirandus is a game I'm very excited about. Alluvium is a game I'm very excited about. Overall, UFO right here looking, what was that down there? I can't even say what dollar amount that is because it's fractions of a penny here. Looks like it hit that resistance coming down here. The golden pocket is currently serving as support, but it could definitely come down some more. This wave right here, this looks like a bearish divergence. Check this out. This is a good example. Look, see this wave right here? Follow the dotted line up, goes to this area, right? We had divergence right here, went down pretty good, pretty far. But I'd call that a hidden bullish divergence. So we're still printing smaller waves in over here, but yet this is a higher high. So it came down. I think we can come down some more because there hasn't been much motion from the top yet. I think it could come down some more. UFO is what I think. VRA, we already looked at VRA, but I'll look at it again because I really like gaming coins. Hit that trend line. Overall, again, it's looking like a hidden bullish divergence where we're getting these momentum waves that are bigger over here. Here's this low, here's a higher low, and here's the wave and a lower wave. That doesn't make sense. If this is a higher low, this wave should be more up here, right? But it's down here, so that's actually a hidden bullish divergence, meaning the bulls are fighting hard. Doncho, thanks for the follow. Shellfish, thanks for the follow. Let's take a look at mana. We didn't actually look at mana, did we? But I do think sand is better than mana. Look at the simple moving average. That's weird. That's weird. Simple moving average. That looks different than usual. It's right on it right now. God, that looks so weird. Why does it look so weird? It shouldn't have that much motion, this much movement in this time span. Something looks weird there. Anyways, it's hitting it right now. You got rejected perfectly right off that 200-day simple moving average and bounced. So we could see quite a bounce. It looks like we're going to print a dot down here probably. I think mana looks like it more probable than not. I'd give it like a 60-70% chance that it's going to bounce up in the short term. What time indicator are you using? I'm on the 2-hour time frame, if that's what you mean. GMT? What is GMT besides a time zone? Just been pumping, but it's so new. I don't like to get involved with things that are like this new, this late in the game. Sure, I'll get in back here, but now I don't know. Hard to say. It looks bearish to me for sure. There was a really good, like, check that out. See what I'm talking about here? See how this big wave here with that red dot correlates to this high, and then it went down a bit. And then you see this wave over here, right, correlating to this high up here, this higher high. So there's a high and there's a higher high, so price going up. But there's that wave and then that, how do I show it? That wave and then that wave going down. That's a bearish divergence. That's how we do trading, by the way. That's how, like, in a move like this, check this out. This is going to really get you. If I went from like here down to just here, that's a 28% move, by the way. Do you know that I could, like, if this were Ethereum, I could turn one Ethereum into like 3 Ethereum because the price went down 28%, and it wouldn't cost me a penny. You heard that right. Mind-blowing, right? That's how you really get wealthy. That's how you really accumulate a lot of crypto in crypto. If you want to learn how to do that, click the link in my bio, my TikTok bio, and take the free masterclass. Teaches you how I do that. But I'll probably either take it down or start charging for it soon, so don't sleep on it. Risky shorts? No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, when you buy crypto, what are you doing? You're only making money if it goes up. So if you can also use your crypto so when you buy crypto, you're betting it's going to go up, right? So what's the difference of if you think it's going to go down? And what if you can do the same thing? Like, check this out. From here to here, it's a 315% move. So if you bought crypto down here, cool. Bought GMT, cool. Then you still have the same amount. Say you bought 1 GMT. I don't know. And now it was worth 70 cents, and now it's worth $3. Cool. Your GMT is now more valuable, but you don't have more GMT. If you did a long here, which is a trading term, your GMT would be worth $3, but now you would probably have like 30 GMT instead of 1, and it wouldn't cost you. We got all that 29 GMT for free. This is much more powerful than buying low and selling high. Like, to say it's more powerful is a massive understatement. So link in my bio, right there. Take you to this page, take the masterclass. But I'm gonna like take it down or start charging for it soon, because I get really annoyed at how many people tell me they're gonna take it and they don't. It really annoys me, because it's like, how much? Why don't you try to help yourself? Like, what's the problem? You got to watch 8 hours of Netflix a day. You can't take 90 minutes and learn this new skill to be able to do something like I just showed you. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? I get really annoyed. That's what I mean. Like, I have this stuff out here for free, and people like procrastinate. That's why I actually charge for this guide. It's only $10. The reason I charge for it is because if someone actually buys it, they'll actually use it, because they actually paid for it and they made a little bit of a commitment to themselves. I could charge, this is worth a lot more than $10, but I got to charge something so that, you know, whoever gets it will actually take it seriously and do it. MK Adnan, thanks for the follows. Don't punish those that want to learn. Well, Joe, I'm not sure how I'm punishing those that do want to learn, because the classes. Oh, you're saying don't make it. Well, I want people to take action. I want people to take actions and actually help themselves. And so sometimes you got to like not mess with, but you know, whatever. Like, I don't know how to say it, but I want more people to take this. And I don't know how to do that, so I experiment. So I'll probably charge for it. And the thing is like, even people that take it and then they don't actually do any action with it. But people that pay for something like this take it seriously, and they start really taking action on what they learn. And that's what I really want. I want people to take action. Sir Flashmere, thanks for the follow. Bro, the site looks like an invasive redirect survey, no offense. What are you talking about? The site looks like an invasive. This one? This is like just a link tree, like a resources page. I mean, I'm interested to know what you mean, but I don't know. Invasive redirect survey. I don't have any surveys anywhere. Almighty, thanks for the roses. Like, if I click this button, you go to this page. You just put in your email, and the video and the class is on the next page. That's it. Pretty simple. So I don't know what you mean by invasive survey. These are all resource links. I mean, I'm open to making it better, but please explain what you mean. Where's the resource page? Go to my TikTok bio and just click the link in the bio, and it'll take you over here. What else do we want to look at? It's not in your bio. That's the link. Here's my bio. It's right there. I'm on my, website. Or on the website TikTok. If you go on the phone, it'll look a little bit different, but the link's still right here. So I'm not sure what that is. Diva says, excited to take the master class. I'm glad. Please take action with what you learn. Sorry, just spotted it. My bad. Okay. I keep seeing a lot of smooth love potion. Guys, I got to tell you, I am very bearish on Axie Infinity. Very bearish, like long-term bearish. I think its day in the sun is over. It's not that great of a game. It's not that fun. It's not that. Now they had that humongous hack. I just don't think they recover from it. I really don't. The love potion going up though. I just really don't like Axie Infinity. I love gaming, but I think Axie Infinity is just extremely overvalued. Diva says I will for sure take action. I'm glad, Diva. Seriously. And what else is in here too? You can get a free trial of Lever Atlas. If you're in the States, get Voyager. Start getting interest on your crypto and stop paying fees when you buy and sell crypto. Like when I go to buy $1,000 of Bitcoin here or Ethereum or something, I get more Bitcoin or Ethereum, whatever, for my $1,000 than I get on Coinbase. And it's not a little bit, like it's a significant amount because you're not paying any fees. In addition, you get interest on your crypto. Like I get like 9% on USDC coin. That's a stable coin. It's always worth $1. It's like getting 9% on my cash. I don't have money in the bank because I either have it in crypto or I have it in, USDC coin, which is still crypto, but it's always worth $1. And it's not staked or locked up. You can do whatever you want with it. Might as well earn some free money. How much is the masterclass? Masterclass is free. Link in bio. Free masterclass. All right, let's look at some other stuff. But SLP had quite a pump here. That's interesting. Looks like we did print a red dot here, so a topping out of price. But it's not a divergence, so it could continue. It could continue up. I don't know. I think it's going to trade kind of sideways is my guess on SLP. Is ICP a good investment? You know, I don't have a strong answer on that. I know there's some people that really like ICP. I don't personally have any ICP. That's about the best I could tell you. Cake. Cake is a very inflationary token because it's the reward token of PancakeSwap. How long is the free masterclass? I think it's about 90 minutes. But man, you're trying to learn a skill. Like it's an intro to giving you the fundamentals and stuff. And if you really take in what it's showing you, you should definitely want more because of how powerful it is. Because like, let me go to ETH. Like from right here to right up here at the top, it moved moved 40%. So this move here, if you started with 1 Ethereum down here, you could have 4 Ethereum by the time you got up here. We got 3 free Ethereum. That's how powerful when I talk about trading and what I teach in the masterclass, that's how powerful it is. You can learn everything on YouTube for free. Well, let's see how that works for you, bud. You could learn some things. But I would suggest picking somebody, whether it's me or somebody else, pick someone and follow their strategy because there's tons of different strategies. Mine works really well for me, but if you try to mix in someone else's strategy with what I do, it's probably not going to work for you. We looked at Luna. Luna looks pretty strong. We'll look at Luna again though. Because of what Luna's doing, you know, with its whole UST and now they've got that 4 pool on Curve, it just looks pretty strong to me overall, like Luna overall, although the market cap's pretty big. We just printed a green dot down here. I think Luna could come back up. I got to draw. Why do I not have any lines drawn on Luna? Oh, I know. Because it's in its all-time high zone. So I have to draw, look how high it is above its 200-day simple moving average. That concerns me a bit that it's so high above it, but that happens. Bounced right off of it nicely too. Let's draw a Fibonacci extension. We'll go from, say, down here to, crap, I drew it wrong. Whoops. So we got to really zoom this sucker in. Let's go to a longer time frame like the daily. Pull this up. Goodness gracious. Drawing a fib extension can be tough. I don't get to draw them very much because we're not often in zones like this. Yep, and I drew it wrong. So let me try that one more time. Go from here to here. And I drew it wrong again. Jesus criminy. Extension will go from, I want to go from down here. Maybe we'll go from, I definitely want to go from down here. Go from here. It's crazy to me. Should definitely go up a lot higher than that. Try it one more time. This one's hard to figure out where to draw it from. So let's go from down here then. We'll go up here and then down here. So let's zoom that back in on like the, let's go the 4 hour. And then let's time it up with Lever Atlas. Bounced nicely off that fib. Now it's kind of riding this one. Yeah, it kind of seems kind of consistent with what I'm seeing. Like, although we did on the 4 hour print a bearish divergence right here, where you have this price high and then a higher price high, and you got this big wave and a smaller wave, right? So price going up, but momentum is going down. and it did come down some. Could come down a bit more because that now it printed a green dot down here for me too. So I'd be watching this. This isn't something I'd want to buy. I don't like buying things at all-time highs. You know what I mean? And I took some profit. I'll tell you that much. I took some profit on Luna, and I've been taking profit. What program is that for the Mac? This is TradingView. If you click the link in my bio, it'll take you to this page. Scroll down a bit. Here's TradingView, and I suggest having at least the Pro version, which is only like, I don't know, $15 a month, something like that. Gives you all these different tools. But this indicator down here is Lever Atlas, this momentum indicator. You get a free trial of that right here. And you get my whole trading course. The class is 90 minutes. The course is like 9 hours. And the course is no joke. Very, very good. I could easily charge over $1,000 for that. You get it free just for taking me up on the free trial. Yeah, Shock, that's what I was saying. The indicator on the bottom is, what indicator is this on the bottom? This is Lever Atlas. It's a lot like Market Cipher, but different. What we basically do is we take all the major indicators like RSI, MACD, all that stuff, and cram it into here. And made some other coding in here to draw like divergences and money flow and VWAP and all that stuff. And it basically points, like when you see lines like this, it's typically a high probability trade, right? Like look at this one. This is saying take a long, and that worked out pretty well. This is saying take a short. Yeah, went down a little bit. Did the same thing here, went down. Same thing here, went down. Same thing here, went down. Same thing back here. Probably can't see it on the screen, but how do I do it? Like right here, you see this little line right here, right? Called that pretty well. Still riding along from that one. Thanks for the follows that came in, by the way. I've never actually used more than 0.618 with fibs. Yeah, I mean, the 618 is pretty powerful because that's part of the golden pocket. And that's the most relevant. The 618 to the 65 is the most relevant zone, the strongest zone in all the Fibonacci lines for support and resistance. Show us the moon indicator. Don't know what that means. I'm buying 100 XRP a week. What are your thoughts? I can't hate on that. I can't hate on that at all. XRP is one of the top 3 things that I accumulate. Shock gave me a follow. Thanks, bud. Where's the resistance line at? Well, all resistance and support lines are imaginary. So these lines are Fibonacci lines. And when I say support and resistance, it just means that there's a zone, maybe even a line, like here, like, see this green line here? See how it followed the dotted line over? See how that bounced perfectly off of that, hit it as resistance, like it hit its head on a ceiling, and then it went down. It came back up and tried it again, but then it hit this trend line and went down. And then it hit this trend line and went up. Hit that trend line, went down, hit that trend line, went up. And then finally took off here, hitting this trend line and this little golden pocket down here. Strong support, bounced, got through the golden pocket, came down, bounced off the golden pocket and trend line. Now it's back up here, looking to ride this trend line. I can't bet against this right now. This is Ethereum. I did take a short last night and one the day before. Made a little bit, accumulated a little bit on a short. But there's just a strong bearish divergence going on. Like, see the line there? This correlates to this price high, and then this price high is this much lower wave. There's just a strong bearish divergence. Money flow seems to be rolling over. I just don't know. So much of the altcoin market looked like it had hidden bullish divergences, if you know what I'm talking about. So I'm saying this looks kind of bearish in the short term, but a lot of the altcoin market looked bullish. So let me go back to Bitcoin real quick. Well, I mean, we hit this 200-day moving average, bounced right off of it. This yellow line up here, that's what that is, the 200-day moving average. Came down, busted through the golden pocket, but came back up pretty quick. And now we're just trading in it. They got this trend line over here. I don't know. That's hard. Watch ICP. You know, there's just so many cryptos. You know, I'd say go with what you believe in. ICP is not one that I know enough about, and it really soured me because when it launched, just I don't know, but I don't know enough about it. So this is showing a pretty strong bearish divergence too, right? So I think that one's might kind of good chance of coming down a bit. Let's go back to ETH. ETH is my favorite. ETH is to me the best bet of anything long term. Mr. Sleep Money, thanks for the follow. Definity, I've heard good things about Definity. I don't know enough. Now I'm not going to look at Ethereum Classic. I'm going to tell you, man, I think Ethereum Classic is a completely dead project. Because it's the left behind chain of the real Ethereum. Like, it's a dead project to me. Garnett, thanks for the follow. Amp already looked at. Special says I dislike ETH. I don't like the gas fees, but you can't deny that what ETH is doing and the massive network effects and adoption that it has. It's just a behemoth in a very high growing demand market that is crypto and blockchain. It's just the best bet to me. Always quality content. Thank you, Mr. Sleep Money. Matt Bygate, thanks for the follow. Can you give an opinion on Moonbeam? I've been hearing some things about Moonbeam, but I don't know enough about it to give you an opinion that's worth anything. I can tell you I really like Moon River. Looks like Market Cipher or a clone of it. It's not a clone. This is definitely not a clone, but it does look a lot like it. Far from a clone. Believe me on that. And regardless, fine. Tell yourself it's exactly Market Cipher. It's way cheaper. It's much less costly to have Lever Atlas than it is Market Cipher. Why do you think Solana dropped in price as much today? Because it just happens. I mean, you really got to zoom out, like looking day to day. Like, it's pumped. Well, this isn't Solana. Every stream you're going to hear me talk about it. Like, keep your emotions in check. Look at this chart. Price goes up and down. So it happens. Green wave, red wave, green wave, red wave, green wave, red wave, green wave, red wave, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, 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 red. You know? On what side can you see the best Bitcoin news? A spot ETF would be pretty amazing. I don't see that coming anytime too soon though, but we'll see. How do you transfer your investment into another platform? You should just, like, if you're in Coinbase, for instance, click the link in my bio, take you over to this page. If you're in the States, I really recommend going over to Voyager. Like, say you're in the Voyager app, you would just click on your, say, Bitcoin wallet, and you would copy the address, like, here's my MetaMask, like, that's my wallet address, right? I just copy it. Or if you're in wherever you're at, Coinbase or Voyager or whatever, just copy the wallet address and go to the place that you want to send from, right? Because if you're sending to Voyager, then you'll need that wallet address, and you'll have to go to where you're sending it from, and then just send it over to that wallet address, right? So if I'm on Voyager and I want to send it to my MetaMask wallet, I would just go into my Voyager and say, hey, I'm going to send Ethereum or whatever over to my wallet. If I'm on the DFK chain mainnet here. So if I went over to Ethereum, I do have a little bit of Ethereum in there. Okay. I would just send it over to here. Bullish on 382 for yeah. Oh, you mean on Solana? Yeah, it looks like it bounced right off of the 382. This 382 right here. Looks like it bounced right off of it. So it's a pretty strong support. We do have this trend line. If it went up further, I could draw it, extend it here. So it looks like we got some space for it to come down maybe a little more. Plus we'll be hitting this golden pocket, this right here. So I've got two different fib boxes drawn. There's a 382 here, but there's also a 618 right here too. So it's a pretty strong zone of support right there. Best time to boost my ETH wallet. You're welcome, Diva. Sloppy Donkey, thanks for the follow. High Lord, thanks for the follow. High Lord says, really appreciate the advice. New to trading, you're welcome. Definitely, click the link in my bio. Take the masterclass if you're new. Some good stuff in there. And take me up on my free trial of Lover Atlas while I'm still offering it. It's a super juicy offer. Right, I got a free trial going on this, which I'm going to be ending very, very soon. Maybe this week. And then you also get my entire course, which is like, masterclass is 90 minutes. The course is like 9 hours of content. All on trading. At least teaching you how I do it. And be sure to join my text message list while it's still free. I don't spam you or anything. I just send out, when I see like good trades, I send it out, or other, say, DeFi opportunities that I find. But you don't get that many messages from me. You'll go days without getting a message from me. Sometimes weeks. That's rare, weeks. But you'll definitely go days. And this isn't spammy or anything. If I send you something on here, it's very good, and this is like my best stuff. And be sure to join the Discord too. I'm going to be ramping up my involvement in there a lot. If you don't have this card, this is a Bitcoin rewards card. It's the one that I actually use. The fold card, I don't want to pull it out of my wallet right now. But I use this. It's the best reward card in the business. It really is. And I'm not sponsored or anything like that. Although I do have a sponsorship button down here. But I have people fill out every day that they want to sponsor or partner with me. But I have yet to have anyone come in that I actually would want to do it with. Like these guys, they don't sponsor me. Bybit doesn't sponsor me. Ledger, TradingView, Voyager, they don't sponsor me. I just put them on here because these are really good resources. I mean, like this is my referral link, you know, so I'll get $25 in Bitcoin if you use it. Guess how much I care about that? $0. But you get $25 in free Bitcoin if you use it. If you just go to Voyager, you won't get that. Use someone else's referral link if you want, but make sure you use someone's referral link so that you get the free Bitcoin. Okay? Yeah. I checked DOT. I did. Upholder KuCoin. And the reason I use those, I have both of those because Uphold I buy XRP on, and KuCoin I have just because I have it, but I don't really use it much. I just use Voyager because there's no fees when I buy and sell. And I get interest on my crypto that I have on Voyager without having to lock it up or stake it. I mean, like, that's just free crypto given to me at the first of every month as my interest payments. It's insane not to use this. But it's only available in the States currently. But it'll be rolling out to Europe later this year. Tree Red, thanks for sharing the video, man. Is it a good time to get more ETH? Well, what time frame are you looking at? Because if we look at the full-time history of ETH, this is the life of ETH right here, going all the way back to, at least this chart goes back to September 2015. When was a bad time to buy ETH? The only bad time was up here at the top, 4,800, because now we're down. But what do you think the odds are it's going to go back well above that? Basically 100%. Like, when's a bad time to buy ETH? Trick question. There isn't. So your real goal is accumulation. Accumulation. And then the next question becomes, how can I most efficiently do that? It's through trading. It's through trading. Because right here, like, look, I don't have to buy any Ethereum. I just use the Ethereum I already have in trading. It goes up 40% like it did right here. Guess what? I can turn one Ethereum, I can take my one Ethereum that I already have, put it in trade, say I think the price is going to go up. It's called long. And when it gets up here, now I have 4 Ethereum. That's how powerful that is. You heard me right. I got 3 Ethereum for free because the price went up 40%. Actually, I would have 5 Ethereum. Excuse me. So yeah, learn this. Learn trading. Click the link in my bio. Free masterclass. Take it. Yeah, Voyagers, New York is not nice to anyone that wants to try to invest profitably, because they're so run by Wall Street. Because it's just absurd, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't New York allow its citizens to capitalize on these fantastic interest payments? Not to benefit you, not at all. Voyager is a publicly traded company, and they have a $250,000 insurance policy that if something happens to your crypto. So, $250,000 per person. So New York they're just so influenced by Wall Street and the banks. Steel Rock, thanks for the follow. Can I clarify the difference between buy price and bidding price? What you're saying is ask price and bid price, Joanne. Ask price like, so let's go to buy. Do I have Bybit up here real quick? I'm not logged in. I don't want to log in on screen. But ask price and bit on Bybit, you're not doing any of that when you're, because this is where we trade. On Bybit, you're not doing ask price or bid price. You're just constantly doing limit price, so that doesn't matter here. But ask price and bid price are, ask price is basically what you pay when you buy, and bid price is what you pay when you sell. So the bid price is what the buyers are willing to pay, and the ask price is what the sellers are willing to sell for. And there's usually a gap between those two prices. So if you're doing a market buy or sell, you're going to pay the ask price if you're buying and a bid price if you're selling. But if you do a limit price, you will get the actual price. There's not usually a huge difference between the ask and the bid. I mean, you know, 1%, maybe, not even. Yeah, not even. Maybe 1%. Do you always want limit order? Yeah, I basically only do limit orders because there's no reason not to. When you're trading, you know, you can't go on Coinbase or even Voyager or any centralized exchange. Like, limit buys are for trading platforms like Bybit. Everywhere else, you're going to pay Voyager, Coinbase, everywhere. You're gonna pay the ask and the bid. But the thing is, the difference is that Voyager doesn't charge you fees on top of that. Coinbase does. Most exchanges do, but Voyager doesn't. So you get more crypto for your money on Voyager. And you also get interest on your crypto without having to lock it up or stake it. Do I have any ZIL? I don't. Oops. Hold on. If you guys haven't gotten involved in DeFi Kingdoms, you're nutso. The APR in there is just amazing. Let's just chit chat for a bit, I guess. What are we at? 122. Oh, dang, I've been on here for about an hour and a half. Wow, this has flown by. Makes sense. Yeah, Coinbase charges fees. Most do. You know, even KuCoin, when you move money onto KuCoin, you pay about a 2.5% fee, right? If I'm sending $100 to KuCoin, I'll really only get about $97.50 on there because they're going to take a 2.5% fee. Voyager isn't like that. You transfer it from your bank to your Voyager account, you get every single dollar without paying any fees. And when you buy and sell, I mean, don't get me wrong, on KuCoin you can do limit orders now that I think about it. But yeah, it's just so little. I don't know. I just like using Voyager because there's no fees. Although when you're doing a limit order on KuCoin, there's no fees. But you get interest on Voyager. So I don't know. Like that's what I use. And I really like it. Now everything else I have out in DeFi protocols and my MetaMask mostly in DeFi protocols, stuff like that. And if you want to learn more about that, click the link in my bio. Get my DeFi guide. I've done hundreds of DeFi protocols. These are my top 5 favorite with complete walkthroughs. You know, some of them earning 300% on your crypto. Actually, there was one I was looking at the other day that was 900%, but I wouldn't do that one because it wasn't a trustworthy enough coin for me for the 900%, but you can easily get 1 to 300% on your crypto. In DeFi, it's harder to use than, say, Voyager, but that's why I made this walkthrough for those of you that want to do that. It's still pretty easy to use. You just got to do the stuff. And once you learn it, you've learned it, and now you've leveled up your game. You know what I mean? You've went to another level in crypto. And even over here, you can get 50% on your stable coins currently if you use 2 of these different protocols offer that. But at bare minimum, get on Voyager if you're in the States. I mean, start getting interest on your crypto. It's just too easy. Too easy. Too easy. And get yourself a shirt too, by the way. It's one of my shirts. On my resources page, there's a page for my my shirt site. Do you work on any bots? No, I've never used bots. Again, me and a developer worked together to make Lever Atlas. I don't trust bots. I just don't. I just don't trust bots. With that said, that doesn't mean no bots work. I do what I do, I guess, and it works pretty well. We looked at Zill. Zill looks way overpriced. Way overpriced. When something pumps up that much, just stay away, in my opinion. I like Zill. I think they have a good offer. Their metaverse as a service thing, I think that's pretty cool. But unless you're looking to go long term and you don't care that the price is going to go down more, most likely, then that's up to you. But to me, I think there's going to be a better entry point than where it's at today. VRA, a lot of people asking about Veracity. I was going to go buy some Veracity over the weekend. Veracity's chart looked okay. I think it's still really undervalued from its all-time high, obviously, and I'm humongous on blockchain gaming. What about VChain? VChain looked like it had a hidden bullish divergence going on. So, but long term, VChain is one that I definitely have a long-term bag of, and I have since 2017, where it was fractions of a penny. What about Crow? I like Crow. I like Crow and FTX long-term wise in terms of coins to be held. Funny enough, I don't hold any Voyager coin. Voyager has a coin too, and I like using Voyager as a platform because it benefits me as a user, but their marketing isn't so great. Like FTX and Crow are really gathering market share, and Voyager's not growing as much, even though it's fantastic to be part of. They're not very good at marketing themselves, so I only have FTX and Crow. What about Spell? I'm staying away from Spell. Daniele, I don't know, man. I do have a little bit of ApeCoin, and it's one I want to get more of, but I'm going to be patient. And I want to get it at $5 or less. If it never comes to that, oh well. I mean, right now, the market cap of it is like 11 billion. And if you go on CoinMarketCap, that's not what it's going to say. It's going to say like, a few hundred million. But there's 85% of the ape coins are locked up, not in circulation. So if you look at the fully diluted market cap, it's about 11, 12 billion. I'm not saying that seems high. I actually think that's probably about fair. But I think that the price is going to definitely come down. And if it doesn't, oh well. Thanks to the info, I'll be trying to move from Coinbase to Voyager. Definitely do, Dr. Putado. Because, would you like to get free Ethereum and Bitcoin dropped in your account on the first of every month? That's what Voyager does, because they pay you your interest payments. And with Cardano and Polkadot and tons of other cryptos. And they give 9% on USDC coin, which is a stable coin. It's always worth $1. You get 9% on your cash. Guess what happened when I figured that out? I got all my money out of the bank, basically. Because USDC coin's a crypto coin still. But when I say I put my money in crypto, I don't actually count that. But all my money's either in altcoins or USD and Bitcoin or USDC coin, getting that interest. And then I have some money in DeFi protocols, but some of that's actually in USDC because of the stablecoin pools. But most of it's in other cryptos. I have a lot of it in DeFi Kingdoms right now because of that new launch they did on the 31st. Still paying like 3,200% APR. You heard me right, 3,200% APR. If you want to learn how to get into DeFi Kingdoms, go to my YouTube channel, Daily Crypto Bull. My resources page, click the link in my TikTok bio. Take you to that page, my resources page. Scroll down a bit or just click the play button at the top. Take you to my YouTube channel and you'll see the DeFi Kingdoms video. It's a walkthrough to show you how to do all of it and start getting 3,200% while they're still offering it. I don't have major preferences on a VPN. I use VPN Unlimited, so I've had a good experience with them. Brand, thanks for the follow. I'm working on upping bag of Voyager coin to increase my interest earned on my coins. That is the only reason that I would have Voyager coin. That's not a bad incentive at all. That is one thing that I think they definitely have right that they're doing with that. Exactly what you're talking about, Garcia. Any info on Gleek? I don't have any major insights on Gleek. I think it has a promising potential future. Mike Waldron, thanks for the follow. We got about 54 people on here. We got up to a high of almost 300 people. You know, when I do these live streams, I use it as a good gauge to see what the interest level is of people in crypto, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I see that as bullish. Voyager give you 1099 for taxes. I find the tax part confusing. Do they? I don't know if they gave me one, which I definitely should have got one. Or I don't know if it's 1099. I don't know what the form is, but they should give you something. Maybe it's 1040. I don't know, but I didn't get anything from them. Oddly, maybe I should check my go into the app and check my account to see if there's one. What do I think about Kava on Voyager at 12%? Kava pays 12% interest on Voyager? If you're bullish on Kava, that's insanity, right? Polkadot pays 12% on Voyager. VPN Unlimited, yep, a lot of hearts coming in. Thank you. I don't know who's sending them. Oh, Diva is sending them. Thank you. Use crypto tax. Voyager recommend. There we go. That's good, Jeff. I think I was just looking at that yesterday, actually. I think I was just looking at that. Maybe I should probably do a little research there quickly and put that on my resources page too. Because I think it was crypto tax that I was looking at yesterday. Like that's the company, right, Jeff? God, I have it in my Safari right now on my phone. But if I do that, I'll pop out of the stream, I think. I used it. It links all of my apps. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There you go. That's helpful. Top 3 altcoins for you at the moment. Altcoins. I'm not going to count Ethereum as an altcoin. Long term or short term? Long term or short term, High Lord. Thanks. My tax are hard as fuck. Straight up. Short. I would look at gaming cryptos if you're looking for short-term gains. Be careful. It's a higher risk game. Be very aware of that. So don't go, in my opinion, don't go putting 100% of your stack in that stuff. I use a small percentage of my portfolio. Most of my portfolio is in Ethereum and Bitcoin. Straight up. Like 60, 70% of it is in Ethereum and Bitcoin. And it always will be. Because that's safe as hell to me. To me, safe. But still offers tremendous upside in a longer time frame. I usually like to think out at least 4 years. If you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you know I talk about looking out 4 years. Why do I talk about looking out 4 years? And I'll get to your question, High Lord. I will get to it. But I haven't really mentioned this. I look out 4 years because of these blue lines, which are the Bitcoin halving, and they happen once about every 4 years. Look what happens after each of them. Wham, wham, wham. Guess what's going to happen over here? Wham. So that's why 4 years. So, but I would look at gaming. Short term. It's a good question. Good question. Short term. It's tough because I'm not so much of a short term guy. I would just say look at the gaming niche. Find some in the gaming category. Like if you go to CoinMarketCap and select gaming as a category, a bunch of them will come up and do a little research on that. CryptoTrader.tax. That seems like exactly what I was looking at yesterday. I think that's exactly what I was looking at yesterday. But some people are talking about Veracity, Altura, UFO, Illuvium. Although it's fairly big market cap, sort of. Although all of crypto gaming is only like 20, 30 billion. The entire market cap of all gaming coins add up into Decentraland and Sand are number 1 and 2. I like Sand. Not Decentraland. What the? Gala. I think Gala is still extremely undervalued. But I'm long term on Gala too. But I take profits. Don't get me wrong. I take profits, and then I buy back lower. Strongest chart I've seen today, probably Luna. Probably Luna or Solana. When you do a short or long, do you report that as income on taxes? Well, yes and no, because it's the sum of all of your trades over the year. So you see where you are in the profit and loss. So it's like each trade, no. You just look at it as the sum over the whole year. Does that make sense, right? If you traded throughout the year, but somehow you had a loss, you don't, I mean, you still report it, but you report a loss, and it may actually, I'm not a tax expert, but probably, lower your tax bill. And if you made profit, yeah, you pay tax on the profit you made on the year. Do you do this regularly at a specific time? Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to start doing it at noon Pacific time, Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. So you can probably catch me here around noon Pacific Standard Time on TikTok and YouTube. And again, all socials on Daily Crypto Bull. Go do me a favor if you can right now. Go follow me on Twitter, Daily Crypto Bull, because there's things I post there that you're just not going to find anywhere else, other than maybe on my text message list. But I'm more frequent on Twitter than my text message list. Although the text message list has the juiciest alpha, that's for sure, and it's still free. But once we get to a certain number of people on the text message list, then I'm going to start charging for it. So join that while you can too. And all these resources, just click the link in my TikTok bio or the link in the description on YouTube, and I'll take you to my resources page. You'll be able to find everything there. You're welcome, Jeff. And you're welcome, Joanne. What about Theta? I think Theta's undervalued. I do. I think their whole concept of, I mean, what do you think? You think streaming is going to keep growing, or you think it's going to decline? It's going to keep growing to me, and Theta is really doing something with that. That seems to make a lot of sense to me. That and Arweave is making more and more sense because of the data storage. You're welcome, Diva. Thank you for your kind words. And if you guys want to get a great crypto shirt, I got this one and other ones on my, I got a little site up with some shirts on it. Click the link in my bio, resources page, of course, and there'll be a button for the shirt site. Tara says, join text and Twitter. Well, thank you for coming on a little bit deeper into my world. I'll do my best to make it worth your while. It's hard to find meaningful interaction with people in the general public. I agree, Jeff. I don't think COVID helped. I think we're just becoming, I don't know if it's going to change. I think we're just becoming more and more comfortable living digital lives. Straight up. Which bodes well for the crypto narrative, for the metaverse, right? For the everything. We've just been going more and more digital for as long as I can remember. I literally mean as long as I can remember, right? I was born in 82. 82? Yeah. And so I watched the internet come to the general public in, I think, 92. 90? It was either 1990 or 92 is when it first rolled out to the actual public. And then it caught a good amount of fire by 95. And in 2000, you just watched everything get more and more digital ever since. I don't think that's going to stop. You're welcome, Dion Allen. Yeah, I just see us going more and more digital. How long have we been on here? An hour and 40 minutes. And I'm usually on here like at least an hour and a half, 2 hours too. So I think I'm going to start doing this Monday through Friday, noon Pacific Standard Time. So I'm usually on here for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. And, we look at charts. We follow the same format. I start every stream looking at the lifetime chart of Bitcoin because I like to really start with that. Because there's a lot of people that don't really understand that. And that's the most important image to burn into your mind is that lifetime chart of Bitcoin. Because that lifetime chart of Bitcoin shows you everything you need to know. It shows you price has only gone up literally forever, 13 years straight. Sure, it goes up and down, but you see that no matter when you get in, it goes up higher than wherever you bought it at. by a lot. And then you see the effect of the halving events, how price really shoots up after that because of the overnight supply shock that happens with the halvenings. And now Ethereum with this merge is going to have an overnight 90% drop, not 50%, a half, 90%. So, man, I don't know. I think good chance we have a lot of fireworks to end out this year. But remember, take profits. When something hits an all-time high, there's basically a 100% chance at some point the price is going to come back down below that. Okay? So take profits and put the money on the side. Wait for it to come back down if you want more. It's a good accumulation strategy. My opinion, not financial advice. Born in 66, finally have money set aside to invest. Made a killing so far. Good. Preserve it. Be sure, and what's beautiful too is when you take profits, you can put it into stable coins and get interest on those stable coins, right? On Voyager, right? If I sell some Ethereum or Bitcoin on Voyager and I sell it into USD, right? So that I can send it to my bank if I wanted, but I don't. I immediately take that USD that I got from selling my crypto and buy USDC coin to get my 9% interest. And I just let it sit there until I want to take out of it and buy something else, right? If I sell Ethereum at 4,000 and I get that cash, I put it into USDC coin and get 9% on Voyager. And I just let it sit there, accrue interest, while I wait for Ethereum to come back to a price for me to reinvest. And buy, if I sell a whole Ethereum at 4,000, take that cash, get 9% interest on it as USDC coin, and then Ethereum drops to 3,000, guess what? I can take all that cash and buy Ethereum back. And now I have not one Ethereum, I would have 1.25 Ethereum with that cash. So that's an accumulation method that I use, right? Because I don't put everything everywhere, but mostly the main thing I do is trading. That's the strongest accumulation method of all. Go to my resources page, take the masterclass, because doing things like that, when the price moves like 10%, it could go down 10%. I could have one Ethereum at $3,000 and it goes down to $2,700. I could have two Ethereum because the price went down 10%. Go learn that. That's powerful. What do you trade on though? Bybit? Yeah, I trade on Bybit. There's a link for that on the resources page too. If you want to use Bybit, use that link because you get a 3.5% first time deposit bonus, which is the best you're going to find. What do you think about the issues Voyager is facing with some U.S. states? It's interesting. It was always going to happen. It's been happening to other companies too, and it's not because Voyager's doing anything wrong. There's nobody that's complaining about Voyager. You know who's complaining about Voyager and Celsius, etc.? Banks, financial institutions, because they're doing their business so much better than they are. Like me, you think people are out here mad they're getting 9% on their cash on Voyager? No one's complaining about that. Only banks. So it's bullshit, and it'll just, it was always going to happen though. I thought you mentioned that, can I move from Coinbase to Voyager? Absolutely. Yeah, when you set up your Voyager account, say you're moving Bitcoin, get your Voyager Bitcoin wallet address, go to your Coinbase account, and just send your Bitcoin to that Voyager wallet address. But always do a test sample first, right? To make sure you didn't get something wrong. Always just send a little bit first and just eat the gas fee. Thoughts on leverage? I love leverage. I do a lot of leverage. That's the main thing I try to teach people about is leverage trading. And the biggest pushback I'll get is, oh, it's so risky. Every single person that tells me that has never done it or has done it once and got burned because they had no idea what they were doing. If you know what you're doing, you have an actual strategy and you stick to it, because it's all about probabilities. Yeah, I lose some trades, absolutely. And I also win trades. And the sum of them is massive wins because I stick to a strategy. And in my free masterclass, I teach you that strategy. Like I both won and lost a trade yesterday. I don't care because it's the summation of all of them over time. And I know where my probabilities lie. Like just like blackjack, right? Blackjack's got a 51% odds for the house. They don't care. They just keep flipping the cards. They don't care if you win because they know in the long run they're going to win. So the way that I trade, the strategy I use, gives me about a 70 to 80% probability. So I know that over time, I'm going to win 70 to 80% of my trades if I stick to my strategy because I've back tested it and I've done it forever. But what the problem is, most people might lose a little bit or they gamble too much and they try to go for home runs. Don't go for home runs because that's higher risk. When I trade, there's only 3 scenarios. Small losses, small gains, and big gains. As a matter of fact, because when I set it up that way from the beginning, I could have 4 small losses in a row. And then I could have 1 decent sized gain and I'm in the profit again. But the reality is, I win more trades than I lose because I stick to my strategy. Banks are running in fear. Totally, Jeff. Brian, thanks for the follow. Do I have any knowledge on Kava? I don't. I don't know much about Kava. I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it. Yeah, Jeff says, all-time high sell points, great advice. Yeah, it is. Right. Let me show you this. Bitcoin. What if I got to an all-time high and said, I'm going to sell? You know, even if I sell, it hit 10,000 all-time high. All right, I'm going to sell. You don't got to sell it all. Sell some, right? We hit this all-time high back here at 69,000. Guess what? I sold some. I sold some at 65. I sold some at 60. Because what do you think the odds are it's going to come back below that at some point? Basically 100%. But it's also basically 100% then it's going to come back above that afterwards, as it's done every single time, 100% of the time in its entire 13-year life. Yeah, taking profits at all-time high. It sounds so obvious, nobody does it. What are my thoughts of the market? I think, every day I'm feeling more and more bullish. But I'm trying to keep my sentiment even keel at all times. Even when we were low as hell. Here's the other thing. Sell at all-time highs. Good advice, right? You think that's good advice? You know what also is good advice, in my opinion? Is to sell when it dips a crap load below its all-time high. Or buy, excuse me. The right things, Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I sold up here at 69, 60 and 65 and 67 and 69. Kept selling in increments. And then when it dipped down here, guess what? I've been buying like crazy. I'm not buying now. But in the 30s, that's when I buy. I only buy when it gets nasty and ugly. It's the only time I buy. And when it's near all-time highs, it's the only time I sell. It sounds so obvious, nobody does it. Now, it doesn't go with everything. Bitcoin, Ethereum, yes. If you're on some super risk short-term. Now, there's long-term plays. Bitcoin and Ethereum, to me, are certainly long-term plays. Right? My goal here is accumulation. Because the way that we see the markets today, the way they act, the way they work today, that's not how it's always going to be. The supply of Bitcoin and Ethereum, circulating supply, just keeps going down. What do you think when actual institutions and countries and pension funds, etc., actually start getting involved in this stuff, which they are not yet, not even close, and the ones that are still just kind of dipping their pinky in, they're going to buy it all, and they're just not even going to ever sell it. They're just going to use it to get loans against it. That's what they're going to do. They're not even going to sell it. We're not even going to be able to buy it like we do today. Bitcoin probably first. So you got to accumulate while you can still get it. Don't sleep. We got time left. We're still technically early, but that sand in that hourglass is draining fast before this stuff is way too hard to get for your average person. That's not what I mean. I shouldn't say it like that. It's just going to be harder to get. It's going to be different ways to get it. All the places that you can go buy it on now, it's going to get condensed to several. You'll see it play out. Patience is the virtue, man. Play the long game. But then, of course, in a bull market, and only a bull market, have some short-term plays, in my opinion. Not your whole portfolio. Take a percentage of it and take some short-term plays. But every one you get into, realize it's better chance to go to zero than to go to the moon, right? But that's what I do. I take a percentage of my portfolio, and in bull markets, I'll play a little meme coin game. You know what I mean? A little new project, higher risk game. Get in early game. But 70% of my stuff is just in like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'm focused on trading and growing those bags through trading, which doesn't cost me money. And that's what I try to share that strategy with people. As you come further and further into my world, these are the things that I harp about. And I'm repetitive. I repeat. Because every so often I'll say something and you'll hear something you didn't hear before, even though I was always saying it. Just like when you read a book like the second or third time, you see things in there that you didn't see the first time, second time around. Always learning. M. Kawi, thanks for the follow. Thinking of going heavy on Kava. Let's pull up Kava on the chart. Let's see what kind of look that looks like. Let's go with that one. Well, it just hit, Jeff. It just hit. If you're bullish on it long term, cool. Let me shrink that down so that people on YouTube can see. We hit the 200-day moving average here, and it's clearly finding resistance. What it pumped from? Pumped from $3 to 4.5, so it went up about 50%. I don't know, man. I mean, in the short term, I don't know. If you're long term on it, though, it's a different story. Let's go to the daily. Let's draw. Yeah, man, I don't like it. I mean, it was up here, $9. If you're long term on it, it looks good. I mean, ever since January 20. Oh, Kava's that new? Is Kava that new? Ever since January 21. Oh, 21, not 22. I've kind of followed Bitcoin pretty well. I think it's going to kind of do what Bitcoin does. So it depends on what you think about Kava long term. That's all I would say. Let's draw a fib though real quick. Let's go from down here to up here. Ooh. Interesting. Let's draw another one too. Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, you can see that it hit that 200-day moving average and then hit the bottom of this golden pocket, the 6.5 here. And there's also resistance here at this 382 at about $4.5. There's a lot of resistance at like $4.5 basically. So I don't know. You may want to wait, but if you're long term on it, maybe buy it. I don't think I would go heavy on it right now. Again, I only buy when things are deep, when things are really in the red. The time for buying to me was January and February, and in the first half of March. Those were the times for buying. Right now, I'm not really buying much. Do you invest in crypto? No, I don't. That stuff's a scam. We only get Bitcoin with the affiliate link or ETH too. It's Bitcoin. Their offer is $25 in free Bitcoin. I would take ETH if they offered it, but they offer Bitcoin, which is fine. And you only get the $25 after you deposit or trade, buy, sell, whatever, your first $100. So in other words, use our platform and then you get use their platform and then you get the $25 in Bitcoin at whatever the price is on that day. Do you have a promo code for Voyager? No, I don't really have a promo code. If you go to the link in my bio, just click this link. This is my referral link, so it will track everything and give you your Bitcoin. It'll give me $25 in free Bitcoin too. But like I said, use someone else's referral link if you want to. Just make sure you use somebody's, because that's the only way you're going to get the $25 at free Bitcoin. No point in pass. It's not life-changing, but there's no reason to leave that on the table. Oh, thanks for all the roses, Makai. You're welcome, Randy. Shib Thanks for the rose. Joanne, it doesn't work. What doesn't work? Makawi, is the audio not working well? Thank you for the rose, by the way, Shib. The 25, yeah, Joanne. It gives you the 25 after you. Maybe it's when you have to read their thing. I think it's when you buy or sell $100 of crypto is when you actually get it. After you do that. Joanne, did you already buy or sell $100 of crypto on Voyager? Oh, audio coin. I see. Like Audius. You did. Joanne, you said you did. Maybe they just haven't done it yet, because it should. That's interesting. Because that's definitely, on my end, they still tell me that's exactly how it works. Go to Voyager real quick. Look at that audio quick, though. Yeah, audio's coming up to its 200-day moving average. Doesn't look like a great time to get in on it to me after this pump coming up to a 200-day moving average. Let's see here. Maybe they have something there. Well, we'll just go to Voyager and read real quick. It's an app, so it only tells me so much on their website. Let's see here. I don't know. I'll have to look, because it definitely should. Joanne, when did you do that? Was it just like today or yesterday or something? Because my guess is it might take a second. Last week. You should definitely email them. You should definitely email them. Send them a message, contact their support, and check in on that. Granted, today's Monday. I don't know. I would definitely message them about that. Well, the thing is, if you click, maybe I'll start including it, but if you click this, it's already got, I already left it real quick, but if you click it, it's already got, see it there, the referral code, it's already got it, so it should be hard programmed into it already. Joanne, did you email them and that's what they said? Because I've had lots of people use it without the referral code because they just use the referral link, and it's worked for them. So I don't know if Voyager changed something recently. Yeah, Voyager is a desktop, is a app thing, just like Coinbase. Like, you don't really use Coinbase on, I guess you can use Coinbase on your desktop. Yeah, Voyager is just an app. Oh, yeah, Joanne, reach out to them because it's worked for literally everybody else. Unless they changed something recently, it should definitely work. Definitely reach out to them, Joanne, and let me know what they tell you. Let me know what they tell you, because if I have something in here and people aren't getting their 25 in free Bitcoin, I definitely got to do whatever I got to do to make sure people still get that. Thanks, Joanne. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to hop off. My phone's low on battery and my charger's not long enough to reach over here. I have the wrong charger in here, apparently. Good 2-hour course. Good 2-hour stream day. We'll be going live at noon Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday here on TikTok and YouTube. check out the link in my TikTok bio or the link in the YouTube description. It'll take you to this page. Excellent crypto resources. Definitely take the masterclass. Teach you how to get Bitcoin and Ethereum for free, even when the price goes down. And Larry Atlas is really the thing that helps us do that. Check out my DeFi guide. Five walkthroughs for my 5 favorite DeFi protocols. I've done hundreds of DeFi protocols. I'm still continuing to do more. And these are my 5 favorite that I would tell my mother to use, frankly. Voyager, charting tool. Get a ledger if you don't have one. Actually, let me ask you guys that. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a ledger. Put a 2 if you don't. Thanks, S. Garect. Says, good job today, bro. I'll try to catch more often. I see a 1, I see a 2, a 1. Well, I'll just get to it. The reason you need a ledger is to actually protect your crypto. Now, it's not going to matter so much on Coinbase or Voyager or something, but if you use MetaMask or anything like this, you need to have a Voyager. See, this wallet from me is even called Ledger 1. And the reason for that is because no transactions can happen in your crypto wallet unless you okay it out here in the physical world with your ledger. So no one can steal your stuff. No one can steal your NFTs. If you have a ledger out here in the real world, nothing can happen to your crypto unless you okay it in the physical real world with your ledger. That's why it's so important. Again, my resources page, use this. I don't know if there's a discount code on it or not, but at least it takes you to the actual thing. And I suggest the Nano X. That's what I have. Good crypto shirts. That's my favorite one. Good shirts. Check them out. Support your boy and support crypto. That's why I trade crypto. There's a deposit bonus there. Join the text list before I start charging for it. When we get to a certain number of people on this list, I'm going to start charging for it. Get some real good crypto alerts. It's not spammy or anything like that. I don't even send out messages very often. Most days I don't send out anything. Check out my YouTube channel. Good stuff over there, no doubt about it. And join the Discord. I'm going to get a lot more. I'm going to be involved a lot more in there and dropping a lot more bombs. And then this right here is my favorite Bitcoin rewards card. It's free to get this card. It's literally the card I use. Let me grab it quick. Show you. It's literally the card I use to pay for literally everything. Because Bitcoin rewards be damned. Where is my... There it is. Because Bitcoin rewards be damned. This baby right here gets me usually about 2 to 3% back on every purchase I do. And when I make Amazon purchases, again, not sponsored. I look like I'm sponsored the way I do this. Fold, if you're listening and you want to sponsor me, I will accept it because I promote your shit anyways. But seriously, like I buy you can buy gift cards on here. It's an app also. You buy an Amazon gift card, you get 5% back in Bitcoin. More than that, actually, because you spin a little wheel. It's kind of fun. Let's check that out. That's about it. Maybe I got to add, what did we say today? What else? That crypto tax thing. Maybe I'll add the crypto tax thing in here too as an additional resource on this page. Of course, here's the links for all my socials. I'm Daily Crypto Bull everywhere. YouTube, Twitter, Insta, TikTok, all that. My card back quick. I like having like this thing for my iPhone, you know, like those are my cards. Like, I love this. I used to have a wallet. It was like this fat, and for some reason I'd always save my receipts too, and I'd put it in there. It's just a big fat. It was like George Costanza in Seinfeld, if you know what I'm talking about. The fat wallet that exploded. That's what I used to have. Yeah, you should worry about theft in crypto for real, Like it's as simple as if you connect your wallet to the wrong site, it can drain your crypto. Just don't be flying around like that. Just get a ledger. It's like the Nano X is like $150 for that safety and security. What a deal! What a deal! And that's not even a referral link for me, I don't think, or is it? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Get a ledger, whether you use the resource link or whatever. Just make sure you get yourself a ledger. Ledger and Elipal. I don't know what Elipal is. What is Elipal? That's interesting. What is that? Yeah, it's safe. Oh no, on Voyager, you don't need a ledger for Voyager because it's like Coinbase. So they have their own security measures, and they also have it insured, right? You're insured up to $250,000 worth of crypto, so you're good there. I'm just talking about when you're using like a MetaMask wallet, like this is like an actual crypto wallet out here that we go interact with, like a MetaMask wallet. This is where you use a ledger. But on your centralized exchanges, they actually custody your crypto. So they're responsible for it. And their security is what covers it and stuff like that. There you go, Diva. But yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday, TikTok and YouTube. If you can do me a favor and go follow me on YouTube. I want to get to 10,000 subscribers. It's a goal of mine. I really want to get to 100,000 by the end of the year. I want to get myself a little silver play button. I have a doctoral degree, and that silver play button would mean a lot more to me than that doctoral degree. Seriously. But other than that, any final questions? I'm gonna turn off the stream. Coda and Eric, I see you over here on YouTube. I do see the chat. For some reason, I can't interact with the YouTube chat. I'm not sure. The software that I use, I don't know. All right, looks like there's no more questions. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Check out the resources page for sure. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Every day is a gift. It really is. Appreciate those you love. Someday they'll be gone. Have a good one.